Kimi Räikkönen.
Yeah, and Räikkönen will be very nervous of that, though. If he has a little touch and loses a wing or a suspension. Jenson Button leads then from Heinz-Harald Frentzen. Justin Wilson is third. Kimi Räikkönen fourth. David Coulthard is fifth, but lapping 10-12 seconds slow on dry tyres. Surely he'll have to pit now. And Alonso sixth, Michael Schumacher seventh, Ted is down in the pit lane.
Montoya in, but he's gone for the full wets. He's also added fuel. Here he goes. Williams must be sure then that the rain is going to continue or get worse, because in those conditions, these Michelin full wets aren't that bad.
No, but it may be gambling. They've got nothing to lose, really. They have to. They've obviously put quite a lot of fuel into that car as well. 73 laps to Grand Prix. I doubt he's got enough to get to the finish, but I think after what he's been through, they've just got to roll the dice, haven't they, really?
Yes, they have, but you can't just bung a load of fuel in and say, well, let's run a bit longer. The penalty's too high. A third of a second for every 10 kilos of fuel they've dumped in that. And, there is a cut-off point. We don't know exactly how much they put in, but he's taking a bit of time to get up to speed, as Button it was, wasn't it? The current leader goes around the outside and effectively puts a lap on him.
Yeah, Montoya has just been lapped in a race that he came into hoping to move his championship aspirations forward. And just look at Button driving away from him. How hard is that to take if you're Juan Montoya? This is lap 25. It's been an amazing Grand Prix so far. There's still a long way to go. Lap 27 of the American Grand Prix at Indianapolis, and we've got a British driver leading here. Jenson Button is 4.5 seconds ahead of Heinz-Harald Frentzen. He made a very, very timely pit stop for wet tyres, and it's worked out for him. And you can see there that's the Renault dicing with Wilson. That's Alonso and Wilson battle for fifth place. Those two had just been passed by Michael Schumacher, who is now up into fourth place. Button leads, Frentzen second, Räikkönen third, fourth Michael Schumacher, fifth Alonso now, sixth Wilson, seventh Heidfeld, and eighth Jarno Trulli, in what is proving a really topsy-turvy afternoon, and well, a long way to go yet.
Button, Frentzen and Wilson all pitted just at the right moment, where it was a clear decision to go on to wet tyres, and it's paid off handsomely for them as their first, second. Wilson now down to fifth. Michael Schumacher passed Wilson and Alonso in the same lap, unseen by the TV camera, but past the pair of them, and is now disappearing into the distance. He's doing a 1:16. This is the value of these tyres, and look, he's about to catch who's in the 1:18s, Kimi Räikkönen, his World Championship contending rival. Michael Schumacher is suddenly staring at the face of a world championship this afternoon, James.
He is indeed. He needed Montoya to be 6th or worse, Kimi Raikkonen to be 3rd or worse, and at the moment, well, he would. There's a long way to go yet, but Raikkonen certainly seems quite strong. He'll be hoping to keep it going to Suzuka, as here comes Michael Schumacher.
And this is the Bridgestone Inter versus the Michelin Wet, no contest. Michael Schumacher scything his way through the field. He is a dozen seconds behind Jenson Button. So that's the kind of, and he's lapping in the 16s, everybody else in the 18s and 19s. Coulthard elected to stay out on dry tyres. Not quite sure how he's staying on the racetrack, but he's not staying in contention. He's now 68 seconds behind the leader. He should have pitted some time ago.
The race is really coming towards Michael Schumacher now then. As the rain comes down here at Indianapolis, he is on the right tyres. Jenson Button leads from Frentzen. Michael Schumacher 10 seconds behind with 45 laps to go. He's ahead of Raikkonen and Juan Montoya, who's had an incident with Rubens Barrichello that put Rubens out of the race. He's also, because of that, had a drive-through penalty, and as well as a couple of pit stops. He is down in 11th place now, just behind David Coulthard, and it's proving a very, very expensive afternoon for the championship hopes of Juan Montoya.
Montoya then going a lap down on Michael Schumacher. That's caused a few groans underneath us here in the grandstand, James. That just demonstrates to you the tyre difficulties. Ted says that Montoya went onto a full wet, which I found amazing. It's difficult to tell on those because it's the same tread pattern, just a different depth, but Montoya's nowhere on pace, 120.6. Michael in the 16s and 17s. Michael will be leading this Grand Prix in the next 5 laps.